This is Firefighter Turner, co-host of the Public Safety Future Responders podcast, back with another edition of our podcast, season 3. Unfortunately, my co-host Matt could not make it into recording today, but we hope he is doing well, so he'll be joining us on our third episode. But in the meantime, you got me to listen to for this second episode of our third season, which we will be highlighting bus safety. Yes, I understand. We are all still, a lot of us are still in school, so we still have the school buses out and about, but we will get into that along with other bus safety guidelines to refer to by. So let's get on into it. Starting off, even though, yes, we're still in a school season, academic season, few reminders for you all of when you see school buses, please remember the fact that when a school bus is stopped and the stop sign is out and the lights are flashing red, please do not go by them. Please make sure you stop unless you're on a divided lane. If it's divided, understandable, but if it's an undivided road, like a secondary road, and the school bus is stopped, please make sure to stop. Do not go by it, because there are kids that are getting off the bus and may possibly pass in front, and you may not see them, especially your elementary kids. So still be on the lookout as we come to the end of the school year, come June time and that, when the school buses start winding down and that. But that is the school bus reminder tip section of this episode. Let's get on to the other side of talking about the public transit buses. So let's get into it. First thing is first. Two things: stay aware, stay alive, be safe around buses. Because buses do move just like everybody else. So here are a few reminders to point out. Be alert around buses so everyone can arrive safely. First one, never ever run after or alongside a moving bus once it has left its stop. Play it safe and wait for the next one. Meaning, if you miss the bus, stay at the bus stop, or be able, if you can, if the next bus stop is close, you can make it to the next bus stop. Okay, but if you cannot, please stay right where you are at the bus stop, at the previous bus stop, as another bus is coming behind it. If you bike and ride, always approach the bike rack from the curb. Do not approach it from the roadside, as there are other vehicles going by. Never assume a bus driver sees you. Lampposts, newsstands, or double-parked vehicles can obscure the driver's view. Also, it is good to make yourself visible to an approaching bus, especially during dark mornings or evening. Signal your presence by wearing reflective clothing or carrying a small blinker light or flashlight. Folks, that is during the nighttime. If you are there, preferably if you can, try to take the bus during the daytime. The driver could probably see you a whole lot better in the daylight hours. So do not cross the street in front of a bus unless it is stopped at a traffic light. Please make sure you are using the crosswalk. Do not jaywalk in front of a bus. Use caution and look both ways when walking past the front of the bus to cross a lane of traffic. Do not cross the street between parked cars. When you walk between parked cars into traffic, you might not be visible to drivers, and that's including bus drivers. Bus drivers do have a tough time trying to see people as they are driving the buses. Wait for your bus on the sidewalk away from the curb and make sure it is stopped before approaching it. Do not let children play near buses. Pushing and shoving can cause accidents. Please hold on to your child's hand when a bus is approaching. And also, too, when the bus comes to a complete stop, make sure you wait for the bus to come to a complete stop. If there are passengers coming off the bus, please wait your turn. Do not be rude to passengers getting off the bus that are at the bus stop that you are trying to get on. If it's a single bus, please make sure you be careful while waiting to board. It is a double door bus. Please make sure to also be sure to wait for your turn as well, and please do not overcrowd at one door. Also too, in adverse weather conditions, please make sure you are staying safe. Do not run for the bus, because we don't want people slipping and falling. If in adverse conditions, please, folks, I'm going to say this nicely. If there is a person who has a disability, like a wheelchair and or disability, please make sure the front seats, if they're not clearly marked, common sense is the first seats in front of at the beginning at the front of the bus are usually reserved for your handicapped personnel, and that's and also too at bus stops and that if it is raining and there is a disabled person, please let them sit inside the little shelter if one is provided, or if possible, please share the dry spot next to you under an umbrella, so it can help you. We all want people to be safe in adverse weather conditions. Also, too, when the bus is also going to a complete stop, if you're going to walk in front of the bus. Do not walk behind the bus because then the driver of the bus cannot see you. Plus, also vehicles behind the bus may not be able to see you as well, and that please do not be rude to the bus drivers as well. No disrespect, or you will be taken off the bus, either nicely or by law enforcement as well. So, and that's also too. Please also too, if you need to, please go to a bus stop or be able to download a bus schedule so you know exactly what time to help you out. If you do not know your bus schedule, a lot of bus shelters, bus stops do hopefully have schedules posted for you. Otherwise, you could go to the local terminals in the area to get the schedule for the bus, and that as well. So as well, like it is, please be safe around buses. Do not run to catch the bus. Do not go behind the bus. Please wait your turn. If there are people with disabilities, please let them assist them if they need the help, and let them have the front seat in front of the bus. Now we have concluded the public transit side of it. Let's go back real quick to the school buses because I know we are still at the end of we're coming to the end of the school year. We're halfway through and we're almost there. We can do it, but I just want to highlight a few more reminders in terms of the school buses because let's be honest, I think some of us do need a little bit of a refresher. Also too, so when you see a school bus slowing down or stopping, it's not just the bus that you need to have your eyes on, but the surrounding areas as well. Children wait at least several feet away from a bus and often cross the street when they're boarding or getting off the bus. This is why you must stop for school buses and do not attempt to pass. Folks, we understand that, hence why the school buses have the nickname of rolling stop signs, because they do have stop signs on board the buses along with red flashing lights. Which is a big indicator that please do not pass the buses. It is for the safety of not only the kids on the school bus, but also for your safety as well. We do not want to see kids get hurt as we continue along in the school year. And that I know every beginning of fall seasons, a lot of local communities put out reminders, but here are a few reminders as well as we come to the end of it as well. Keep it up, people. If you're doing good with it, still keep it up. A few reminders. Illegal school bus passing poses a significant threat to children and others on the road. In every state, it is illegal for you to pass a school bus while the stop arm is extended and the red lights are flashing. Folks, please, I don't care how many times you need to get somewhere or that. If the school bus is stopped and you see the red flashing lights and that, please be patient. Yes, I understand it may cause a delay, but it is for the safety of the kids as well. Understanding school bus lights. Learn the school bus. Every state is different. Following them as well as the flashing lights that school bus drivers use to alert you. So here are the reminders for those. When you see the yellow lights and what the yellow lights mean and what the red lights mean. Yellow flashing lights indicate the bus is preparing to stop to load or unload children. You should slow down and prepare to stop your vehicle. So when the school bus is coming to a bus stop and you see the yellow lights, that is an indicator for you to slow down because the bus is going to make a stop. Red flashing lights and extended stop arms indicate the bus has stopped and children are getting on and off. You must stop your car and wait until the red lights stop flashing. The extended stop arm is withdrawn and the bus begins moving before you can start driving again. Folks, I have personally seen it I have been on a school bus, and I think a lot of us have been on school buses before, but I have personally seen it where I have sat behind the school bus driver in my local community, and I have seen numerous incidences of cars passing the stop sign on a bus and that because people are just not paying attention. Folks, when you do see the stop arm out and red flashing light, please do us all a favor. Think of the children and stop your vehicle. Okay, folks? Yes, I know I'm going on a little bit of a rant, but it's for the safety of the children as well. And plus, it is also to save you a ticket. Because if you pass a school bus, you may possibly get ticketed by the police department because the license plates will be probably taken and will be handed to the police for further action. So, sorry, folks. Um, So basically, that is it. Just wanted to highlight the fact of bus safety, whether it's public buses or school buses. A few reminders for all, and the fact of it. So, and also too, folks, with school buses, just like the public bus, if a kid is walking in front of the bus, please be patient and wait. All kids are going to be walking in front of the bus unless a parent is at the bus stop waiting for them and that where they're waiting for the bus to leave before crossing at the crosswalks. So, folks, be patient. And that's all I gotta say on the school buses, folks. Like it is, school buses. They're big. They're yellow. They're for children. Please keep in mind that children are getting on and off the school buses, along with your daily commuters as well on public buses. So, folks, be mindful of pedestrians coming on and off buses all around the country and the world. So folks, that is going to do it for this second episode of our Public Safety Future Responders podcast with myself, Firefighter Tiger, and my co-host, Medic Dog. We will see you all on another podcast episode. Think smart, think safe, be safe, and we will see you all on another episode, folks. Have a good one.